Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Okay, we've got a bunch of stuff going on right now. Let's check it out. We've got a free goodie bag from Sir Nick and a pretty hench looking reindeer, I'm not gonna lie. Where is that? Freebie. See, I can't see anything on my game, but hopefully you guys can. So, what's going on? We've got this like themed event with some offers. Themed offer. I guess most people see what it's actually called, but my game is this. Right, help me fix my game. By the way, we do have another promo code, so let's see if this one is any better than the last one. Only for mid-game subs. Don't know what the reference is there. Maybe it's a YouTuber or something, not sure. But only for mid-game subs. And it feels worse than it actually is. A 4-star chicken is worth like quite a decent amount of energy if you are leveling up dudes, but still, it's a kind of small one. Okay, the random one I clicked on was actually the like Summon Rush event. So if you are still in the mix, like I am actually, to try and get Stock the Broken, 15 fragments is at 3k points. But they've also thrown in, again, they did this last time, they got tons of feedback that we want to know what's going on with this stuff, and yet here they are, Titan points in on the same event. 3.5k if you want to pick up the Titan points to get going on this new Sir Nick event. Am I going to be able to find where the hell it is on my game? I'm in. 14 hours later. Okay, what's going on? We've got one of the Titan events then where the main prize is Sir Nick. It's pretty substantial as a prize. So along the way, as ever, we've got to do a whole bunch of different events. It's kind of like, honestly, it's kind of like doing a new fusion, but then the fusion prize is Sir Nick. Void Legendary. It's very unusual to get a Void Legendary along the way. Plus some shards and other goodies in there. Let's see what's on the final page. A Christmas frame, Sir Nick, and some books. So let's talk about Sir Nick then. Is he worth our effort here? Like, he was by the way, the original Raid Fusion, Sir Nick. In fact, I saw a screenshot of it earlier today. Let me show you this. This is what the original Fusion looked like in this game. You had to collect, so these are all farmable rares from the campaign. Farmable uncommons. Farmable rares from the campaign to fuse into these, to then fuse into Sir Nick. That's what the original Fusion looked like in Raid. Damn, we're going back some years though. So yeah, basically what they're saying here is with Sir Nick, he is going to empower or be empowered by, let me just check, makes Lady Noelle stronger when fielded together. So we have not seen yet, as far as I'm aware anyway, I don't think I missed it. We have not seen Lady Noelle's kit or anything. There's a really good chance she is the Christmas Fusion. I'd say like maybe a 80% chance that she's going to be the Christmas Fusion. So bear that in mind. And it does kind of like go over some of the different things here for the snow event, the Yuletide event. So get your snow points in, collect up to 500 in daily free offers simply by logging into the game every day. Okay, so what we saw today, they're going to repeat throughout the whole event by the looks of it. You can earn up to 2,500 snow points in total, but you need 2,000 to unlock all milestones. And I guess that already includes this logging in amount. So basically there's 500 you don't need to get over the whole set of events. But yeah, but this is what's interesting to me is the Lady Noelle thing, because currently in this game, as it stands right now, Sir Nick is not where he should be as a Void Legendary. Go back 3 years, and yeah, sure, he was like real strong. We've even been talking about him specifically on the website because his kit is good. If he's like the first legendary you get, his kit is still strong, but he doesn't play. Like, we've got him as a 4-star, and we're like, should we be down ranking him now? Like, he's been a 4-star for a while. It feels to me like he probably needs to go down to a 3.5 at this point, because he's one of those, like, I can play anywhere, but I'm not great anywhere. Okay, that's where he's at. He doesn't really get any end game play time. His multipliers nowadays are kind of average at best. yeah, so he's kind of in that I need a buff camp. So let's just go through what he does. He's got an A1, which has got an irresistible freeze. 50% chance to land. And you're just thinking to yourself, like, where is that good? And the honest answer is, there's no bosses where that's good, which means that it's then a PvP skill, and his kit is not good for PvP, or not great for PvP. Okay, so it's actually a good skill. Like, a 50% chance to land an irresistible freeze where I need no accuracy. It's kind of good, but there's just nowhere in the game where you really need that. Okay, it's like a nice to have along the way, but it's not a needed thing. You've got this A2, which is sweet, by the way, in Spider. You get a massive shield, so you attack all enemies, place a shield on all allies, and it's a decent-sized shield. Outside of Spider, really there's not enough enemies to hit to really give you that great shield, because he doesn't hit quite hard enough. Like, if you was to do this in Hydra, it's like a teeny shield. It's not big enough. This skill needs something else now. I hope that when they bring out Lady Noel, they do a tweak to him as well, because they need to, actually. They should have done it in this last round of buffs if they want people to be all in on this event. So, yeah, it's okay. This is a good skill for Spider. Outside of that, not that great. Again, if you're a new player, he's still great. But very quickly, he will go into your vault versus other, like, power-crept legendaries that have come in along the way. So his third skill here, Unkillable and Heals. Again, it's an okay skill, but most of the new content now is ignoring Unkillable because it used to break the game. So because we were breaking the game with this, it's now kind of become a bit of a nothing skill. You can still use it. Obviously, you can still use it in some of the different content, and it gives you a decent buff and stuff. But ultimately, again, it feels like this skill also needs something else. And then he doesn't have a funky passive. And funky passives are really what set, most of the new cool legendaries aside from the old guard, like this guy. So yeah, he's got HP in all battles. He's just decent now. He's definitely not a top tier legendary anymore. So again, we don't know what Lady Noel looks like. She might be absolutely broken as hell because she's one of the new legendaries. And we also don't know if they're going to buff him at some point. I hope they do, because I think he's a cool champ. I would love if they buff him when Lady Noel comes out, honestly. But as it is right now, if I didn't have him and I was, mid to late game, I wouldn't be that fussed about him. If I'm new into the game, he's still useful. And if I'm super late game, I don't think he gets a look in any team on any content. Okay, so before we finish up the video then, for the event this weekend, the shard pool. So if you're going to do shards for stock anyway, which I am, let's have a look and see if there's anyone decent in the mix. Whoa, yes there is. Okay, damn. For the legendaries, we've got Feral, who is top tier generally, and top tier for this new boss. Probably one of the most impactful champs. So Feral with increased resistance, perfect veil, decreased accuracy and block buffs, both really useful for Chimera, and decreased speed, kind of a must for Chimera. So he's super good, actually. Wallmaster is really, really good for Hydra as well, with the enemy max HP hit. Double hitter might also be good for the new boss, the new Chimera. So decreased attack, a must-have. On a 3-turn, it's kind of okay. Yeah, so for Hydra anyway, really strong. Kind of going to run through his own buffs and stuff anyway. Got to be a bit careful with Chimera for buff stealing going on. Stealing these 3 buffs would be a nightmare. But anyway, really good champion. So kind of, I would say that's your pick. Either go for Wallmaster or Feral here. Phoenix, super hard hitter. Udo is just really strong. Probably Udo's the one to go for if you've got to pick out of these 3. Let's have a look at the Voidies as well. Ooh, okay. So Feedy, I'm going to say, Tilcrest. This dude is one of the newer Lisbon. So double hitter, heals all allies, a bit like Cardiel does. Really strong. Also gives a turn meter feel. Before attacking, removes all buffs from all enemies on a 3-turn if you book him. Then has got a 75% chance to put block buffs and decrease speed. And fills turn meters. Like, again, really strong for the Chimera. Really strong. And then we've got increased resistance and perfect veil as well. Decreases the cooldown. It's this guy. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's insane. This guy is actually insane. And we got turn meter feel on all allies that are under any sort of control are more effective. Whenever a sheep is removed or expires on an ally, heals that ally and places increased speed on them. So this is more like an arena set. But resistance in all battles, I think, is probably like my go-to at the moment on the test server for Chimera. If I could get resistance in all battles, then I'm looking for that because it's a really valuable stat. Outside of that, Tahanarak is decent as well. Supreme Gaelic's actually decent as well. Plays in one of my Hydra teams. But yeah, the epics, not really that great. Okay. Damn. Right. Well, let me know what you're up to. Are you going for the Sir Nick event or not? Are you kind of like hoping that Sir Nick gets a buff when Noel comes out? And no doubt there'll be a shard pull coming real soon. I'm in Hell Hades. I'll see you soon.